Hi, I'm Madame Pamita, and I love teaching about magic. If you have a question about spells, the law of attraction, spirituality, witchcraft, Slavic folk magic, spirits, divination, you can join me on Sundays at the Live Magic Q&A where we record an episode of my podcast, Magic and the Law of Attraction, and then I answer your questions on anything mystical or magical live over Zoom. Just go to spellsquad.com to get the link to join me in the clubhouse. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and click the bell icon so you get a gentle, magical reminder and you'll be the first witch to see whenever anything new goes up. Here's a great tidbit from one of our past Q&As answering a really important spiritual question. Is it okay to have different candle spell work going on in different rooms of your house? For example, money in the living room, love in the bedroom, etc. Yes. So I think it's a sort of, I would say a general yes, you can. I would also say to you, it's like, you have to do a self check for that. So if you're doing so many spells that you're now feeling spread too thin, you're having to mind too many things, you feel a little pulled in many different directions, then that may be a sign for you to pull things back. I have spells going for all kinds of different things all the time. And I don't feel any of that feeling of I'm being pulled in too many different directions. If you're having to maintain something or do something, then you can start to feel like you're being pulled in too many different directions. But if you're just simply having an experience of like, yeah, I want to do this thing in my living room. And here's another thing I will say to you: not everybody has big houses with different rooms. Maybe you want to do a love spell, but the only space you have to do it is in your kitchen. You could do a love spell, a money spell, a success spell, a prosperity spell, a protection spell, a cleansing spell. You can do them all in the same area. The only caveat I would say about that is if you're doing spells that are kind of in opposition to one another or conflicting, then you don't want to have those in the same areas. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're having a cleansing spell and then you're doing an inviting spell at the same time, I myself would not put those on the same table or the same altar. Cleansing spell in one area, attraction spell in another area, because energetically it just feels right to me. There's not any rule about that. I mean, if you feel okay about it, you can do it. But I always just sort of feel like if the spells are doing two opposite things, you want to have them in different spaces, and they could be different rooms or on different tables, different altars, and so on. So, like I don't do cursing work, but if I were to do cursing work, I wouldn't do cursing work on the same table that I'm doing my love spell. Just doesn't make sense. It doesn't feel right to me. It feels like off to me, right? So any kind of banishing or binding or controlling or anything like that should be in a different area than you're inviting your love and or inviting your money in. And they seem like they should be in different areas. So that's the one thing I would say. But like you could do an altar with a love spell and money spell because you're inviting both of those things into your life and they aren't, in conflict with one another. So that's my opinion. Check what feels right to you. If it feels right to you to have spells in different parts of the house, then do it in different parts of the house. You're going to trust that intuition. Your intuition is going to lead you in the right direction on that one.